How do you bring a giant ape, monsters, and mythical creatures to life? The answer is through a labor-intensive, detail-oriented process called stop-motion animation. Hi, my name is Ryan Winter, and I'm a digital cinematography student here at Full Sail University. The first animation using stop-motion was called Humpty Dumpty Circus, created by Albert E. Smith and J. Stuart Blackton in 1897. Unfortunately, this film no longer exists, only documentary evidence remains. In 1902, the Edison Production Company created an animated film called Fun in a Bakery Shop. In this film, the stop camera technique was used to show the baker quickly sculpting faces out of dough on a barrel. This stop camera technique was a precursor to stop motion animation. In 1907, J. Stuart Blackton directed one of the first stop-motion animated films called The Haunted Hotel, or The Strange Adventures of a Traveler, for the Vitagraph Company of America. Rigid, inanimate objects and blocks were often used in early stop-motion animation. That is until Edwin Porter created the first puppet stop-motion animation in a film called The Teddy Bears, which was inspired by the Teddy Roosevelt bear incidents. This sequence of dancing bears was just over a minute long and took Edwin Porter over 50 hours to shoot. Stop-motion animation took a turning point when animation pioneer Willis O'Brien created the dinosaurs for the movie The Lost World in 1925. He then perfected the art with the famous film King Kong in 1933 by giving the character personality through facial expressions. It was this magic that amazed the audiences, and also inspired another young animator by the name of Ray Harryhausen. Ray became a prodigy at Willis O'Brien, and they worked on many projects together. And in 1951, he created a technique called dynamation, using a split screen technique to have the model interact with live action. This sparked many other creature features to include the Godzilla series. In 1963, he worked on Jason and the Argonauts. This was considered to be one of Ray's best pictures with the famous skeleton fight scene. He continued to work on many other projects to include Clash of the Titans, where he animated Medusa's snake head, which had more than 200 moving parts. This inspired another young animator named Phil Tippett. Phil Tippett took stop-motion animation one step farther by creating motion blur to the puppets. In his 1981 film Dragon Slayer, the dragon puppet was connected to a computer where the model was animated and it was recorded, and then it was played back while the camera rolled to create a realistic motion blur. As the 80s and 90s emerged, more and more filmmakers were relying on CGI for their animation. Producers such as Tim Burton, Nick Parks really helped keep the magic alive by creating movies such as A Nightmare Before Christmas, released in 1993, and Chicken Run in 2000. It was Henry Selick who really took stop-motion animation again one step farther with the 3D animation film Coraline, released in 2009. So with this 3D animation, now we have such movies today as A Pirate Band of Misfits, Paranorman, and Frankenweenie.
She's a peach, she's a doll, she's a pal of mine. She's as cute as a button in the eyes of everyone who ever...
And I'll leave you with this little clip from Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit.